Promoting the growth of the tabletop sports hobby, this is Imagisport.
Mother Mertz. Okay, we go to specialty, and since Mother Mertz is trailing, it's 5 big points for Mother Mertz. And that will go now to his finisher. Can Mother Mertz do it? 11-61. Throws him out of the ring. Yefeni Al-Akid goes flying. The ref counts 8, 9, 10. Count out victory. And Mother Mertz has done it. Mother Mertz has overcome about as much adversity as any wrestler has ever had in the OSWA. And he has successfully regained the OSWA Television Championship. Let's go to highlight reel T for our post-match roll. 53. Face win results in heel and heel ally attacking and injuring the face after the match. So here comes Yefeni Al-Akid. Here comes the Duke of Whirl. And they gang up on Mother Mertz. Oh my. So injury scenario. So he is injured for 2 shows.
Imagisport presents Old School Wrestling, featuring the stars of the Old School Wrestling Association. All OSWA matches are simulated using Face to the Mat from PLAAY Games. You can order your own copy of Face to the Mat along with various wrestler card sets by going to the PLAAY Games website at www.play.com. Now, let's go to the OSWA studios.
And welcome to another edition of Old School Wrestling here on Imagisport. And unfortunately, as you hear his music, I guess we're starting once again with a man who claims to be the real world champion, that being Al Rose. And for those of you who are just watching the program, that belt is not officially recognized by the Old School Wrestling Association. That is actually a belt from an organization that went belly up 2 years ago. And a man seemingly looks a lot like Mr. Henderson, who's been suspended, by the way, is accompanying him along with the Snakestress. I mean, I don't know what Al has to say, but he has a microphone, so let's hear him talk. All right, all you dimwits in the audience, I want you all to sit down, shut up, and learn something. You see, once again, this organization, the OSWA, is in need of a real world champion. Because from what I saw in the last show, Lobsterman's certainly not going to give that to you. Mother Mertz is certainly not going to give that to you. Only one man is going to give that to you, and that's yours truly right here, the real world champion, Al Rose. And because the OSWA powers that be, think I'm a joke, think that I don't have any claim to any title opportunities anywhere, I have no choice but to take this belt that I have right here, the most prestigious belt in all of professional wrestling, and put it up in an open challenge because you fans deserve to see the best. My name is Al Rose, not Allison. So, I know, you would rather see me wrestle. I get it. So, we'll go ahead with my introduction. No, that is not Mr. Henderson beside me. This is my associate, Mr. Cinderson. Don't you remember, dummies? Mr. Henderson got suspended on the last show. No, this is Mr. Cinderson. All right. There are 2 distinct differences between the two. Number 1, Mr. Henderson has never worn a mask in his career. As you can plainly see here, Mr. Cinderson is wearing a mask. Number 2, Mr. Henderson, as you know, is one of the most beloved and talented announcers in professional wrestling history. Mr. Cinderson, on the other hand, the opera falsetto that he is, prefers to give all of his announcements in song. So without further ado, Mr. Cinderson, Music Man, if you please, let's get this right. What is going on here? Al Rose, Al Rose, the real world champ, Al Rose. He's the best wrestler you've ever seen. He weighs in at a slim trim 215. He's the real world champ, Al Rose. And just when I thought that this sham could not get any more ridiculous, once again, I have been proven wrong. For the love of all things holy, can somebody come out here and answer Al Rose's challenge? Oh, we finally have somebody? Okay, good. Let's bring him out here. Okay, his opponent in the open challenge today hails from Seattle, Washington, 215 pounds. This is Tread Whitewall. Okay, well, Tread Whitewall has answered the challenge for the so-called real world champion, Al Rose, right here. And we're going to go to highlight reel O to start the festivities today, and it's a 63. The Commissioner TV interview criticism of favored wrestler provokes a blistery, salty response. So Z has come out here, and Z is none too happy with Al Rose's antics, and he's telling the so-called real world champ here, he better start straightening up, or he might find himself without any takers, not only for his open challenge, but for any type of match here in the Old School Wrestling Association. And Al Rose doesn't not really take to that too kindly. Just another sign of disrespect for him. So that's going to give 3 points to Al Rose's grudge grade. And that is going to take his grudge grade up to a 4 from a 1. As if Al Rose needed any more help here. All right, so the Snakestress and Mr. Cinderson are on the outside and ready to go with this edition of Old School Wrestling. And Strong is going to be our first check here, and that's going to go to Al Rose, and he's going to go right off the back with a Cobra Clutch Sleeper. And so he is mean as well. So 1 point with a chokehold. And then he is not smart, however, on the Lightning. Whitewall's not a favorite we play on here. Again, no favorites to be had. Quick is going to go to Tread Whitewall. He gets his first point of the match for a short arm clothesline. Agile, he gets another 2 points right here, mounting a little bit of a comeback with a jumping spin kick. And he gets another 2 points for agility with a senton bomb. Heavy, though, that is Al Rose. 3 points there for a body avalanche, turning the tide back into his favor. We're not going to do a ref bump in the first match. Helped. The Snakestress is going to help Allison Rose here. Outside interference gives out Al Rose 2 points. And so nobody has the favored quality here. And another 2 points. Come on now. Another sneak attack by the Snakestress on Tread Whitewall. This has to be stopped. And so Al Rose scored, so he gets a specialty. It is going to be the Rage of Roses, Stomp Fury. It's a D6 roll for points, and it's going to be 3 more points, and it's going to go on the pin attempt without a chip. Tread Whitewall is a C, 11 to 23 to kick out. So there is 1, there is 2, and there is 3. So, to little surprise here, Al Rose wins the open challenge. Although I have a funny feeling that Al Rose has something to do with the quality of opponents that he is getting for these open challenges. I don't really have any evidence to that yet, but I don't know, I just have a sneaking suspicion on it. Highlight Reel X is where we're going to go for the post-match. 23, defeated wrestler livid after opponent makes belittling comments on TV. Increased the wrestler's grudge grade 4 points. So Tread Whitewall is going to jump from a -2 in grudge to a +2 as Al Rose and the Snakesters continue to berate him after the match. But unfortunately, we have to listen to Al Rose gloat some more as he is the winner of his own open challenge. We'll be right back with more of Old School Wrestling right after this timeout. And once again, Al Rose wins an open challenge. But again, I just have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of these opponents are handpicked for Al Rose in order to make him look good. Hey, I could be wrong here, but that just seems like that's what's happening to me. And can you get a load of Mr. Sanderson? I mean, come on. It's painfully obvious to anyone watching on the broadcast that that is Mr. Henderson in a mask. Remember that Mr. Henderson has been suspended until Livewire when he has to take on Roughneck Ron in that show. So him doing what he did just now, making a mockery of ring introductions. Somebody needs to do something about this. That's all I have to say. But enough about that. Let's get on with the rest of the show, which is actually going to be a pretty good one today. We have not one, but 2 grudge matches for you. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to have a 6-man object match. On one side, it's going to be Yefeni El Akid's Foreign Destruction team of Bing Chung Yi, the Deep End, and the Duke of Whirl. They're going to be taking on the team that they've been feuding with for a while, Colonel Union, Sam Banner. And joining him is Chief Wahoo, of course, got exiled from Foreign Destruction just a few episodes ago. Like I said, that match is coming up in just a few moments. Then in our main event, we have a return match from Uprising as Vic Loathsome takes on Who Is This Guy in yet another no disqualification match. We thought that feud was settled at Uprising, but on the Ringside Lounge last episode, we saw that Who Is This Guy was messing around with Vic Loathsome's car a little bit, and that got Vic a little heated, as you could very well figure. So these two are going to battle at it again, and if their last match was any indication, this match is sure to be a slobber knocker. Also, television title is going to be on the line today, as well as it is on every Old School Wrestling episode, as the TV champion Mother Mertz will defend against the winner of the TV title shot from Gift or Gone, that being the Big Fish, Marlon Kimbrough. But Mother Mertz is going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage here, as you saw in our open today. After he defeated Yefeni El Akid in the gauntlet to reclaim his television title, he got injured. So he got injured at the hands of Yefeni El Akid. So Mother Mertz, he did not want to relinquish the title again. He wanted to compete, so he is going to tonight. But the injuries are taking a toll on him, and he's only going to be able to use his non-physical qualities in that matchup. So we'll see if that is going to be a detriment towards his title defense tonight. All right, so like I said, plenty of action going on here. So let's go to the ring for our 6-man object match between Foreign Destruction and the All-American team. Our next match here in Old School Wrestling is a special grudge tag team match. It is an object match, and there are no disqualifications. The match is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Yefeni El Akid. From Kent, England, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Duke of Whirl, Sir Douglas Marbury. From Beijing, China, 600 pounds, Bing Chung Yi. And from Bangalore, India, 480 pounds, the Deep End. Collectively, these three are known as Foreign Destruction. Foreign Destruction, a menacing trio to say the least. They await their opponents. And introducing their opponents, first from Tuba City, Arizona, 245 pounds. This is Chief Wahoo. And his partners, first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 240 pounds. This is Colonel Union. And from Bethesda, Maryland, 315 pounds, Star Spangled Sam Banner. All right. So the All-American team of Union, Banner, and Wahoo against Yefeni El Akid's 3 Foreign Destruction henchmen. Wow. What about this is going to be? All right, let's go ahead and see what the pre-match is going to be in all this. And it's going to be for Highlight Reel O, 16 to favored wrestler angered by opponent's excuses, increased the grudge grade 2 points. So Foreign Destruction is just getting madder by the minute here. We're going to pause the video to add their grudge grades, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're going to talk strategy here, and it looks like Yefeni is going to send out the Duke Whirl to go up against Chief Wahoo. Colonel Union and Sam Banner are there. And again, the object is going to be at play here. All right, so with that in mind, bell rings, we're ready to go. And it's going to be a help. Yefeni El Akid is starting to stick his nose in here, and he's going to stick his nose in here, and it's going to be 2 points for the sneak attack right away. Let's see if there is a tag that is going to be made here. The tag, I believe that there is going to be a tag. I'm just checking the rules here. 1 second, and no tag. They stay in the ring. It's only on 4 and 5 do they tag. So we're going to go to Agile, and they're both going to be Agile. So it is going to be the trailing wrestler, Chief Wahoo, that's going to get the 2 points there. Let's see if he can make a tag. He does not. Going to mean. Neither one of them are mean. Neither one of them are mean. None heavy. Boo rule in effect. For the Duke of Whirl, and 6 points there for the Foreign Destruction team. Look at that. So now let's see if the Duke of Whirl is going to make the tag this time, and he is not. He stays in there against Chief Wahoo. However, the Duke of Whirl is not going to be heavy here. Wahoo's not smart. We play on powerful. Wahoo's powerful, but only on a square. So in that case, nobody moves anywhere. And oh my goodness, Yefeni El Akid is trying to get his nose in again here with this. Somebody's got to do something about that. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Somebody's coming out to help the American team. And who else but Steve America himself? So it looks like the odds are evened up a little bit here, as he comes in with Fist of Friends and gives the All-American team 3 points. So how about that? Let's see. And, oh boy, there's going to be a hot tag, though, done by the Duke of Whirl. Throughout all the commotion, the Duke of Whirl decided to get the tag in. And so that's going to score a point for his team, and in is going to come the deep end. And the object has not been used yet, believe it or not. TV grade, they are both C's, so no points, though, for either opponent here. So, and it's going to be helped. Go to the highlight rule G, M, or V. So in this case, it's going to be Wahoo's team getting the help because they are trailing, and Steve America, so it's going to be more of a G. So we're going to go to highlight reel G for this. Highlight reel G has a lot of mayhem going on here in this tag team match. And it's a 62. Wrestler humiliated by embarrassing gang member action. Leaves the ring in shame. Reduced wrestler's grudge grade, 1 letter grade. Opponent awarded the decision. No, but instead what's going to happen here is that while Yefeni Alakid and Steve America are fighting on the outside, the ref turns his attention to that. And look out, the deep end is going to club all 3 of them with the object. Wahoo is down. Deep end covers. The referee goes back to count. 1, 2, 3. And that is going to do it for this match right here. And Foreign Destruction is going to be your winners, but not without a lot of controversy. Let's go to the post-match here. And the post-match is going to go to highlight reel U. So Foreign Destruction gets the upper hand in this. 25. Heel win results in a new alliance between the heel and the face foe. And okay, so this is a strange turn of events, as Big Dog Dickerson comes out again. He came out to help Al Rose in the last time that we saw him, and now he's coming out and saying something to Yefeni Alakid, and Yefeni Alakid is kind of liking what he's seeing. I'm not really sure what this is going to amount to, but it looks like the Big Dog might want to try to get into Yefeni Alakid's faction. Again, don't quite know what to make of it, but in any event, I'm sure we'll find out in the coming weeks. So we'll be right back with the Ringside Lounge coming up next here on Old School Wrestling, exclusively on Imagisport. And welcome to another edition of the Ringside Lounge. Lucky Luke Cool is in the set right now, ready for his guest. And the role today was the wrestler with the highest grudge grade in the Federation, and that belongs to Steve America, who we saw in our last segment, coming to the aid of Chief Wahoo, Colonel Union, and Sam Banner, albeit in a losing effort. Let's see what happens in highlight reel I here. It's going to be a 12. Guest attempts to hype up his next match, but he fails miserably. Reduced to Guest TV by 1 letter grade. Ouch. So Steve America, he's just so mad at Yefeni Alakid. He is not making sense whatsoever. So unfortunately, Steve America's grudge grade or TV grade is going to go down to a B here. But he's saying something about he wants Yefeni Alakid at Livewire. We'll see if Yefeni Alakid is going to accept the challenge or not. But in the meantime, we have a TV title match coming up. But first, these important messages back at the studio. So we'll be back with more Old School Wrestling right after this. Time out. And you got to feel for Steve America. After coming out to aid the All-American team in their object match and justifiably directing his anger toward Yefeni Alakid, he could just not get the job done with his promo there in the Ringside Lounge. I mean, let's put it honestly, he just blew it. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt him, and I'm sure Yefeni Alakid is probably laughing right now. But we have yet to hear from him regarding that challenge. Hopefully, we'll hear from him on our next show to see if he has any words of rebuttal for what Steve America had to say in the ringside lounge today. All right, TV title match is coming up next, but first wanted to update you on a situation going on within the Blue Collar Mafia. As you have seen in the last couple shows, there seems to be a little bit of dissension among the ranks, so to speak, ever since Mr. Everything won the tag team title match briefcase at the event. And it all boils down to who Mr. Everything's tag team partner is going to be in that match. You would originally assume that it would be the Steamroller Kevin Linton, his teammate in the Blue Collar Mafia. And Roger Elder has even alluded to the fact that, hey, this is the perfect opportunity to keep the titles within the Blue Collar Mafia, seeing that Nick Kanecki and Dan Hammer are the World Tag Team Champions, and they have been for quite some time. However, Mr. Everything is, let's just say he's weighing his options, so to speak. Well, things started to come to a head a little bit on our last show. We're going to show you highlights from a match that Kevin Linton had against Mother Mertz in that TV title gauntlet. We'll show you the tail end of that match, and then we'll also show you what happened in the backstage area with never before seen footage after that match took place. Mother Mertz needs a miracle here. Whoop, highlight reel. So odd for A, even for B. It is odd. We are going to highlight reel A. Okay, highlight reel A. We'll see what we get here. 22, highlight reel C. And a 25. The wrestler, distracted by a member of the opposite sex, turns to Jello. Opponent scores an immediate win. Well, what happening here is Debbie Caruso's coming out. As you know, Debbie Caruso is the executive assistant to Mr. Everything. Roger doesn't know quite why he's out here. Debbie's trying to get Kevin's attention. Kevin does turn his attention to Debbie Caruso, but Mother Mertz rolls up behind him with a schoolboy. His shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And Mother Mertz wins the match. Wow. What a turn of events there. And this situation now between Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything and the rest of the Blue Collar Mafia is getting stranger by the minute. What the hell, Jeff? What are you talking about? You know dang well what I'm talking about. Your little lady friend over there coming out to my match, distracting me and causing me to lose it. Wait. There's nothing. She was just trying to come out to cheer you on and support you. And she could want it. We want you to win the television. Shut up! I've about had it with your crap. We're Blue Collar Mafia. The question I'm asking is, are you really Blue Coffee or not? Hey, I'm as Blue Collar Mafia as you are. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay, guys. Shut up. Shut it. Both of you. Now, come on, guys. What's happening to us? We're Blue Collar Mafia. We are family. We are united. We are together. Yeah, but Jeff, no buts about it. I am sick and tired of this infighting. Okay? Now listen. We have an opportunity here to keep the tag team titles within the Blue Collar Mafia. All right? We can't have anybody here going into business for themselves. Tell you what, you two are going to coexist. And we are going to have our BCM tag team match at Livewire. By hook or by crook, I'm telling you. So next week, I've already signed a match for you two to team up. You guys need to team up. You guys need to work together. You guys need to get on the same page so we can move past this. Are we clear? Yeah, I'm fine. You just better make sure that Jeff's head's in the game. Jeff, is there anything I need to worry about? Don't need to worry about anything. I'll be there next week. I'll team with Kevin. But let me tell you this. That doesn't mean I'm teaming with him at Livewire. Jeff, we talked about this. Jeff! As you can see, the tensions are getting higher and higher between members of the Blue Collar Mafia. And as you just heard, Roger Elder has signed Linton and Mr. Everything to work together as a tag team once again, and that's going to be our main event on our next show. And we have found out that the team that they are going to be going up against, although it's a tag team for the first time, two wrestlers who are pretty credible in their own right. Former TV champ Croc Wilson is going to tag up with the up-and-coming Kid Cowboy. So that's going to be our main event for the next show. Linton and Mr. Everything going up against Croc Wilson and the Kid Cowboy. And we'll see if Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything can put aside their differences and work together once again as they have in the past. All right, now it's time for our television title match. As you know, Mother Mertz is injured, but he is determined to compete. He's going to be taking on the big fish in the small pond, Marlon Kimbrough. Let's go to the ring and get to your TV title match. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match on Old School Wrestling is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the OSWA Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by the Big Grabowski, and representing the Big Deal, from Mora, Minnesota, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Big Fish in the small pond, Marlon Kimbrough. So Marlon Kimbrough makes his way to the ring, earning his title opportunity, TV title opportunity 1 at Gift or Gone against a champion who is not 100% this week after the attack he suffered at the end of our last show. So let's hear the champion right now. And his opponent hails from Coldwater, Ohio, weighing in at 300 pounds. He is the reigning and defending OSWA Television Champion. This is Mother Mertz. And as you can see, Mother Mertz is nursing some injuries here. And what that means is that his physical qualities are going to be nullified. So the only ones that are going to be used here are going to be Smart and Favorite. All right, so let's go to Highlight Reel O to see what's going on here for the pre-match. It's going to be a 52. Hotbox Ally, the underdog wrestler, upset by condescending comments, increased the grudge grade by 1 point. The Hotbox Ally is the Big Grabowski in this scenario. So even though he is accompanying him to ringside, so he's going to get a point added to his grudge grade total. The referee tells Grabowski to go ahead and take it outside, which he does. And so here we are. This is what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. The OSWA Television Championship is on the line. And as you can see here, Mother Mertz is injured. So we'll put our little Band-Aid up here too. And again, the non-physical qualities are going to come into play. So only Smart and Favorite are going to work here. Here's the bell. And so we're going to go to heavy, which doesn't work for Mother Mertz, but it does for the Big Fish. So 1 point right there for a body press. But he does have an object with him. He has a raw fish from the cooler that Big Grabowski handed to him. And just like that, Mother Mertz is reeling here. And he is strong. So another 2 points. Big Fish coming out like a house of fire with a hip toss power slam. And back to the raw fish again. Oh my goodness. And now we're going outside of the ring. Wow, what a Donnybrook this is turning into. Mother Mertz doesn't know whether to cry or wind his watch here. Leading wrestler pummels opponent onto the announcer's table for 2 points. And they are still out of the ring here. He smacks Mother Mertz into the side of the ring. His injuries are really taking their toll on Mother Mertz. But he wanted this. He wanted to compete. He did not want to give up the championship due to injury. 1 more point for the Big Fish here as he bashes Mother Mertz into the barricade. And another 6. Smacks opponent into the side of the ring. Now he's going to roll him into the ring, and he's going to count. 11 to 43 to kick out, though, with a chip. There's 1. There is 2. And there is 3. That is it. Mother Mertz, 2 injured to continue. And ladies and gentlemen, the Big Grabowski's celebrating here. We have a new television champion here in the OSWA, and his name is Marlon Kimbrough. So, wow, what a situation here. We are going to go to Highlight Reel U for the post-match. Can't really call this an upset because, like I said, Mertz was decimated last week and injured. 51. Heel win results in the face appeal to the crowd. The heel choice of a grudge rematch challenge or allow the face TV grade increase by 1 letter grade. So Mother Mertz says, hey, you might have gotten the best of me, but at Livewire, I'm going to be back at 100%. I want a rematch. Marlon says, bring it on. Let's see what type of match it's going to be. And it's going to be under normal rules. But it will be a rematch for the TV title at Livewire should Marlon have the belt that far. So Mother Mertz is going to go back. He's going to rest up. And he's going to get another crack at that OSWA Television Championship at Livewire. Main event coming up in just a few moments. But first, back to the studio. We'll be right back with more old school wrestling right after this timeout. So congratulations to the Big Fish for becoming a new OSWA Television Champion. And as you saw there, Mother Mertz is going to take a little time off, get his injuries healed up. But he will get the return opportunity as part of the Livewire Super Show that we are planning. So that is going to be the third match that we have signed so far for this card. The first 2 being Mr. Henderson against Roughneck Ron Cassidy, and then of course the world title match between the Lobster Man and the Chinese Bear Quang Choi. Get to our main event in just a few moments, but we've just received word that Big Dog Dickerson has requested some microphone time, probably to explain what he's been doing coming out in various spots lately. Once with Al Rose, once just on this show with Yefeni El Akid. He's definitely got a lot on his mind. So let's go backstage and hear from the Big Dog. I know a lot of you are wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing. Wondering why I'm just going around beating people up, helping whoever I want to help. Well, here's the bottom line, folks, okay? Ever since Boom Boom and I broke up, there hasn't really been a need for me around here. And quite frankly, I'm kind of fed up with that. All right? So let me tell you something. It's time to let the big dog eat here. You see, I don't even have an OSWA contract anymore. You know what that means? That means I am the hottest free agent out there. And dad burn it, I want to get paid like one. All right, so I'm doing what any other business-minded individual would do at this point. I'm shopping myself around. I'm seeing who might need help. I'm seeing as to who is going to pay me what I'm worth here. So that goes for anyone, right? Anybody wants a hand from the big dog, they're going to have to learn to pay up. Who are you? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Vince Osagara, Esquire. I am known around the wrestling circles as the negotiator, and I've been watching you, big dog. And let me tell you something, I like what I see in you. I have a history of turning wrestlers into very, very rich men. And I could do the same thing for you. So if you really want to make some money, some serious bank, stop wasting your time and follow me. Well, what an interesting development there. It looks like the negotiator has a little bit of an interest in expanding his stable. As you know, the negotiator is the agent for the world champion Lobster Man, and it looks like he wants to extend his services to the big dog as well. So only time will tell how that will pan out. But right now it is time once again for our main event. Again, a return match from Uprising. No disqualification grudge match. TV grades are on the line. Vic Loathsome, who is this guy? Let's go to the ring. And today's old school wrestling main event is a no disqualification grudge match. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Gillette, Wyoming, weighing in at 515 pounds, this is Vic Loathsome. Vic Loathsome, his feud with the Who Is This Guy has been going on for months, and it all culminates here. We thought we saw the end of it at Uprising, but it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And now it's come to a no disqualification rematch. And his opponent, from parts unknown, weight unknown, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Comes into the cheers of the fans here, and we're going to go to Highlight Reel R to start this match. 31. Heel angered by the negative fan response to the entrance, increased the heel grudge grade by 2 points. So Vic Loathsome's grudge grade will get bumped up to a 7. All right. So Vic Loathsome, who is this guy? We're not wasting any time. We are ringing the bell right now, and we're going to go to Strong. And who is this guy is going to start things off with a belly-to-back slam, and he is agile as well. 3 points there for a jawbreaker. And we'll go to his specialty, which he throws his opponent out of the ring because why not? This is a no disqualification match. So outside of the ring we go, and it's going to be a 4. The trailing wrestler, option to deliver payback blows or follow the ref's directive back to the ring. Oh no, he's going to do some payback. He's going to get 3 points back himself here. And they are fighting outside of the ring, and the ref says, let's get this action back into the ring. So they are going to do just that. Object, nobody has an object. Surprisingly enough, in this match, even though it is a no disqualification, we're going to go to TV. That's going to go to Vic Loathsome. Fireman's carry for 3 points. Specialty. Who is this guy's trailing? So back out of the ring we go here. And it's going to be a 7. He's going to slam his opponent onto the concrete floor for 2 points right here. And another 7. And another 2 points going there. And nope, we're going to go again. That's a 5. 1 point there for the smashing them into the barricade. Ref's going to send them back into the ring here. And we're going to go to the wild card chart. And because this is a no disqualification match, we are going to go to the wild card chart for hardcore matches. 44 is the roll. Who is this guy helped? He is not helped. So the opponent launches from the top of the turnbuckle, scores a fist first shot. Opponent scores 2 points. And Vic Loathsome is mean, so he scores another 3 with a head scissors neck twist. And back to the wild card chart once again. And a 45 this time. Who is this guy? Has the cheat quality? Well, in this match, he is going to, but the cheating move backfires with the referee interfering. What's that all about? This is supposed to be a no disqualification match. Loathsome gets 3 points here, and who is this guy? Needs 11 to 23 to kick out. There is 1, and he barely kicks out. So we move on here. So back to the mean quality. Who this guy is mean, so he's going to get a pin attempt after his eye gouge. 11 to 43 since it's on a chip. There is 1. But who is this guy kicks out at 2. So coming down to the end here. But who is this guy is agile, so he gets 2 more points for a slingshot suplex. And so Vic Loathsome needs 11 to 26 to kick out of that. There is 1. And he does kick out. So who is going to get the move here? Who is this guy with the cheat quality? It's a no disqualification match. So now he's going to go for his finisher, the sleeper hold, reverse mat slam, 11 to 55. Will get the victory, and he gets it. He connects with the finisher. Loathsome is down. Who is this guy covers? The ref counts 1, 2, and 3. And that's it. And who is this guy? Finally gets a clear victory. And now, hopefully, no more controversy. And hopefully, this feud is over as he defeated Vic Loathsome in a very highly contested, very exciting, no disqualification match. And so we're going to go to Highlight Reel X to close things out today. So 54 on Highlight Reel X, the Celebrity 1 expresses support for the defeated wrestler, reduced the wrestler's grudge grade by 1 point. So Del from Hell Bianchi, who we've seen before to come into some of these shows, really mean roller derby skater in his own right, is given some encouraging words, I guess, to Vic Loathsome. And so Loathsome's grudge grade is going to go down from a 7 to a 6. But that's going to just about do it for our in-ring action today. Vic Loathsome, or I should say, who is this guy, defeated Vic Loathsome in your main event today. That's it from here. Let's go back to the studio for a wrap-up of today's show. So in a very brutal and competitive match, it was who is this guy coming out on top over Vic Loathsome in our main event today. Congratulations to who is this guy for his big win. All right, so that is going to do it for this edition of Old School Wrestling. So just a preview of what's coming up on our next show. The Chinese Bear, Kwang Choi, is going to be in action. Hopefully we'll hear from him to get his thoughts on having to wait until Livewire in order to get that world title opportunity against the Lobster Man. Speaking of the Lobster Man and his agent, the Negotiator, just received word that the Negotiator is already starting to pay dividends for Big Dog Dickerson, as he is going to be booked on our next show as well. So we'll see Big Dog Dickerson in singles action next time. The TV title, as you saw earlier today, The big fish in the small pond is your new OSWA television champion. Well, his first title defense is not really going to be a picnic because the challenger coming up on our next show is going to be none other than the freight train Jerry Wayne. Jerry Wayne was part of that gauntlet back in our last episode, and if you recall, that match ended with a little bit of controversy as well. Jerry Wayne tweaked his knee during the match, couldn't continue, but was giving Mother Mertz a run for his money in that encounter. So the OSWA Board of Directors felt it was only fitting to give Jerry Wayne the first crack at the big fish. And then, of course, we have our main event, tag team match. Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything. Can they put aside their differences? Can they work together? Can they prepare to be a tag team going into Livewire to face Nick Kaneki and Dan Hammer for the tag team titles? They will get their chance on our next show as they take on the new tag team of Brock Wilson and the Kid Cowboy. Should be a very exciting match. So once again, that's it for this episode of Old School Wrestling from all of us here at the OSWA. This is Derek Jones saying thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.